because it was so bright and hot, and I'm just trying to survive because I'm out here. If I would show someone, they'd be like, "Oh, you climbed a hill, cool." Like, right? It just looks like a really big hill. It doesn't look like a mountain. I was taking a picture of it just like to see if it actually looked like it was steep. There was like footpaths and stuff, but the hardest part was coming back down. Just imagine you have to come down that. That's the hard part. I was actually thinking about taking the easy way back down. I've already made it. Why not just take the easy way? Then it's not complete. Yeah. If I'm gonna do it, I have to do it completely. Once I start climbing down, like I can't just. I have to complete it, even if no one else knows. I could go down the easy way and say I went down the hard way. No one would ever know.
And now you can.
Okay. See why? I have one limb left. Or do you do face too?
Yeah, that was my first time ever seeing it. But you had seen it before though. You chose climbing over.
I just thought about that. I just internalized that. That shows you where I was. Honestly, today, if I was as physically active as I was, probably still would do it. The thing is, I didn't know how. I thought the summit was way closer than it was. I thought we could see the summit from where we were on the ground. You can't see the summit until you're like hour and a half into it. You go around a corner and then you see how much more there is, and you're like, wait, like, is it this much? But then like you can never really tell because it always looks like the top is right there. Because I don't know what the top is. So I was like, maybe the top's right there. But no, I didn't see the top until I was like 10 minutes away from the top.
It was like perfect. It had just rained, so we had just like this cold front.
Yeah, it was raining on my way back down, and the way back down is like the hardest because you're gonna have to crawl on.
That's how I felt.
To like crab walk back down.
No.
And it was raining, and I was like, I called my mom. I was like, yeah, I'm on my way back down. I was like, it's raining. I think she would pick up on the fact that like it's like really slippery out here, and she's like, okay, just let me down. Like, I was like, bro, there's like a chance this is the last time I'm calling because like this is like slippery.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really that's what I was thinking. But like that's how much I had to focus to get down because I was like, it's slippery, and like, climbing up is easier because you're leaning up, but coming down you have to like go this way or like scoot down. I didn't know how like steep that was. The fact that it was raining was what like spooked me a little bit. The funny thing is like she's like, okay, calm her down. Like,
dang.
I didn't want to say it because I know she gets over scared, but I thought she would have picked up on it, but she didn't pick up on it. So I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe it's fine. Maybe she did pick up on it. Like, it's raining. And then maybe I would have like been more in my head. But I feel like when something puts you on that level, you just focus. You focus a lot more. I just thought it was like more dangerous. I didn't think that I actually could. I was like, I'm gonna focus so hard right now. But I just knew that like that does make it harder. Yeah, no one knows how dangerous because I never like talked about it. I thought the peak was like 30 minutes from the top, or like 30 minutes from where I was, and like I was like, guys, look, it's right there. Let's go to it.
Yeah, I remember.
That's what made me so.
Just like,
that's what made me so mad. I was like, guys, it's right there. Like, let's just get to it.
I remember that.
But we weren't even anywhere near it.
I was like, bye, y'all. Nah.
And they were gonna go with me, like 3 of them. I think my dad was there too.
Yeah, your dad was there.
If he wasn't there, they might have kept going. Because he's like, no, it's dangerous. Let's go back. I'm like, dude, it's right there.
No, but he was right though. Dang, your dad. Sometimes.
It wasn't dangerous going up. For him, it probably would have been dangerous because he hasn't been physically active. Because I had been working out during those times leading up to it. So was Josh and Damien. They could have made it too. It was a long way.
That's who else it was. Like, who was it that was gonna go with y'all? It was definitely Josh. He was wanting to go. And then, yeah, Damien.
I think the thing that really maybe needed to go is because when we're going up, you remember the Asian lady that was coming back, kind of short, smaller? And she was like, I just came from the top. I'm like, God. That's what, like, I had that in the back of my mind. I was like, dude, she just came from the top, and we can see the top. But we really couldn't. In my head, we could see the top, but we couldn't.
He was just like, I'm not feeling hurt. Outdo me.
It was more like, if she can do it, then we can.
We can, okay.
That's what I was like, if people are out here doing it, like, why? Let's just do it. Actually, on my way up, there's a lot of people coming back down from the top. So it's like something people do often. So it's not like that dangerous. Like regular looking people.
When you fall like that, yeah, that's going to give you a different perspective. I was just like cursing to this day. You sounded like a bird. You probably didn't even hear me when you were way up there.
I think I did. We were on our way up, but I heard like a yelp. I'm like,
you're like, oh well.
Because I didn't recognize what it was. I was like, I don't even know where to place that sound. I was like, what is that? I don't get stabbed. I think I would do it again. Like, have people with me, and it was like a group thing. But on my own, I have no reason to go back now. At the top, it was what it felt like is I went into like a high-rise building, and I went out on the roof somehow, and I had like a roof patio. It just felt like I was looking out at a view, and I was like, oh, it's a nice view, I guess. Like, it was a nice view, but like other than that, it was just looks like I just took an elevator to a view, and I'm looking at it. That's what it feels like. The part that actually like was anything was like doing it. And I actually liked it when I could see the top. That was probably the best part. When I could see the top and I was climbing towards it, that was the best part of it.
I guess that's what makes me wonder why you would want to do it again then, if you didn't get as much gratification as you thought you were.
Because I know how doable it is, and physical activity is pretty fun. But like the satisfaction of completing tasks or goals is still like a thing, and like doing it with like other people, and like it was like a group thing, like a team thing or something like that. Like that would be more fun than me just doing it. And the funny thing is, when I was up there was an easier path, like a tourist path, you could walk up.
That's probably
on the other
where
side
she
of the
would.
mountain.
It could have been, huh?
That's possible, but coming down is still pretty hard too. But yeah, it is possible someone came the easy way and went down the hard way.
She was coming down real confident too. Yeah, just came down. Just like.
Yeah, she probably does it. I think once you do it once, you know how long it takes, and you just know the path, and like this is just another exercise to do.
That's true. It possibly wasn't her first time.
It probably, yeah. She seemed like way too. When I was coming down, I felt like I was coming there, coming from like a biblical story or something. I was like, oh my God, what just happened up there?
Just went to Damascus.
I was wearing because it was so hot and like burning up there. I put on a towel over my head and put a hat over, sunglasses, because it was so bright and hot, and like I would see people and like I'm just trying to survive because I'm out here. And then I walked back with that stuff on too. Like I walked on the road to the hotel. I don't know what y'all thinking, but it's just what it is right now. Just a towel, glasses. That actually really helped because that sun was killing me. So bright until it started raining. It just looks like a nice view pretty much. If I would show someone, they'd be like, "Oh, you climbed the hill, cool." Like right. And look at the hill from a big perspective. It just looks like a really big hill. It doesn't look like a mountain.
No, but it's definitely huge.
Some of the steeps I was taking a picture of it just like to see if it actually looked like it was steep. There was like footpaths and stuff, but the hardest part was coming back down. Just imagine you have to come down that's the hard part.
No.
Last 30 minutes, it was all like steep climbing. I was actually thinking about taking the easy way back down. I've already made it. Why not just take the easy way? Then it's not complete. If I'm gonna do it, I have to do it completely. Once I start climbing, I'm like, I have to complete it. Even if no one else knows, I have to. I can do stuff that no one else will ever know that I did. I could go down the easy way and say I went down the hard way. No one would ever know. If I went down the easy way, if someone would ask me, I probably would tell it. But the thing is, like, no one cares. That's the thing. It is kind of impressive, but like they don't even know how steep it was, so like they have no reference to know what it was. People who have done it, they probably wouldn't care either because they've done it and they're like, yeah, you did it.
Oh, I just went back to you calling your mom. Yeah, so she just brushing it off.
She had no clue. That's because I probably didn't convey it.
Okay, we'll see you later.
Yeah, and I was like praying a lot. Like, why would I wouldn't have called her in the middle of a hike just to call her. I was like,
right, and she didn't look into that more.
That's so funny. Alright, well, yeah, call me when you're done. It's like, yo, what? I should take pictures of like the drop-offs, because there were some areas you had to stay on the trail, but the drop-off is like not too far. Like when you see the drop-off, it's a bunch of shrubbery, and it's just straight slopes. Like,
wow.
And I was thinking, like, if I do fall, like, I have to start grabbing on that stuff, because like there's plenty of stuff to grab, and hopefully I don't like roll over a rock and scrape something. But that's what I was thinking. I was like, I have to like grab something very fast, because I'm gonna be sliding. Like, how do you get back up on like all this shrubbery? You have to like pull stuff to grab yourself back up, unless you find a path where you can get down, but then that's a lot of mountains, so you have to find a path where it grooves down to the point where you can find your way out. So I was like, I don't want to like slide all the way down. I didn't know what I was signing up for, but like when I did it, and I didn't realize,
see it through.
Yeah, and it didn't start raining until I was on my way back down the difficult way. I was like pretty far the difficult way, and then it started raining, so like I might as well keep going.
In order for you to have gone the easy way, you would have had to seen it through from the top. Is that what you're saying?
There was no like middle path. The only connection was the top.
It would have made no sense for you to go back up there while it's raining hard to try to go back down the easy way.
I would say I was like 10% back down, so like I only make up the 10%. Top 10% was almost most dangerous. But it's like right when you get there, then like it was like an easy path. You just walk straight to the top. How do they even make that? Who was the first person that came up there and like scrubbed stuff out? Let's do a different activity, but I'm calling you out while I'm doing activity. Even games on your phone? You have games on your phone. So I'm calling you. Oh. You're really focused on getting whatever that is out.